Now, there are millions of different types of brushes you can get for your eyes. I'm going to start off with more of the applicating brushes. Now, these are ones you'd use for applying your eye makeup. So, there are a couple here that are multi-purpose. One like this is the MAC 239. They are great for applying and blending. You just pat the eyeshadow on and it gives a really nice distribution of colour. It also gives a really vibrant finish. It doesn't muddy up the colour the way a lot of brushes do. These ones are something that I would recommend for everyone because they are so multi-purpose and they're thin, so you can get right into the corners. You can also go underneath the eye. You can apply a highlight with something like this. So this one, multi-purpose. This one is fairly similar. It's an Inglot brush. It's just a black hair, which if you don't like to wash your brushes a lot, you can't really see any product on there, so it kind of hides the fact you're not washing them. And then I've got a couple of small angular brushes. Now this is one I got from school, and this is a MAC 272. These ones are great for applying right into the inner corner of the eye because they've got the angle, they get right in there. These ones are also good for crease work, and they're really nice blenders in the crease. I find that when you're buying a MAC brush, they are a lot softer than a lot of other brands that are out there. Now we've got more of our loose brushes. These are similar to the 239, they're just a bit looser. Now they apply a sheerer cover of colour. This one's a NARS brush, and then this one's an Inglot. They're virtually the same, except this one is half the price, and I find it works just as well. The 239 is going to apply colour a lot deeper, and it's going to give a lot more opaque coverage. This is going to give a sheerer coverage. Now I've got the more dense, longer brushes. I find these work exactly the same as the 239. These ones are just smaller. They get into a lot tighter areas. You can do under the eyes with them, do a highlight with them, in a corner as well. And something like this, more of a flat shader brush, is going to pack on colour just like the 239. Now I've got this more dense Inglot brush. Now this is a lot like, I think, the 227 maybe. It's great for larger areas, so if you're applying a base colour all over the eye, this one is a great one to use. This one also works really well for a highlight colour, but I don't recommend going anywhere other than the lid with this one. And then I've got the MAC 217. Now this is the ultimate multi-purpose brush. This is a great blender. It's great at applying a sheer coverage of colour. It's large enough to apply all over the eyelid, but not too big to just concentrate colour on the lid. Now all the ones I've showed you here are more of a, except this one, they're all natural hair. This one is a mixture of natural hair and synthetic hair. This one is great for applying like a base or a paint pot because it's not going to absorb a lot of product. But a concealer brush is equally as good as those ones at applying a wet product to the eyes, like a cream shadow, a paint pot, any bases that you may use. Now for more blending brushes. Now I've got a lot of blending brushes. These ones are great for blending out. If you get those really harsh lines at the top of your lid or in between the colours, this is great to just sweep over the top. Now I've got a few different kinds. These ones here are the NARS large fluff brush, the number 13, and they are exactly the same as the MAC 222. Now these all do the same job. They blend out colour. They give that really smoky look at the top of the eye. They also get rid of any harsh lines. And then there is the NARS number 12 brush, and it's just a smaller version of this one. And it virtually does the same thing, but in smaller areas.
Read my lips, I'm into you, I'm into you.